Hello, friends and traders. Welcome back to this ETF quick demonstration where we can take some directional bets. It could be vertical spreads, or it could be a pure stock purchase. Now we're going to use the frequency model of power bands and the balance imbalance along with some stochastic RSI on a 30-minute chart to take these directional bets. So here we have on the screen the fast oscillator, balance imbalance oscillator, and then we have this power bands. We have 30 minutes chart of QQQ. As you can see, what are we after is to find the best locations to take a directional bias. This can be played in buying in calls and puts of QQQ, or buying stocks, or doing vertical spreads, structuring a tactical trading methodology. Only works if you know the bias you are about to take and the probability of that bias and what objectives you are trying to achieve. Now you can also do very complex sophisticated hedging where you can combine the futures and options in some ratios where the options are behaving as stop losses and the futures are doing the trading in the bias, and so you don't get hurt by not having a stop losses on your futures. You can also simply buy future options depending on your portfolio size. Though behind all this is understanding and taking the extreme band positions before placing the trade. Alright, why we're using QQQ? We can use NDX. Just gonna use ETF. Why not NQ? We can do NQ also, but let's stick with this, what we are here to do. Alright, my friends and traders, let's focus on this. So what's going on here is pretty simple. When we are at the edges of these bands, between the top band and the lower bands, and the oscillations are aligned, we're gonna take directional bets. So this is $5 move. You invest $300, $400, $500, and then maybe you can, it's a simpler 1x multiplier. You can do $2,000, you can do $20,000, or maybe $200,000, doesn't matter, right? So you can add as many zeros you like in your investment, but the key is, do you have a proven system which you can follow and build some statistics around it? Always start small and see how you're able to read the market, and you have to be engaged in the market. You don't just show up once you want, when you want, right? You have to be engaged. You don't know what time this is going to happen. When it happens, you should be ready for it. You have to be on top of the game. Alright, if you're in the game, be on top of the game. So what's happening right here is, as you said, market opens, takes a bias, our oscillations are ready. So we take a long bias with a success. Immediately it happens right away. It might take a day to do it as well, but it does go to the extreme band. whatever the reason might be, and then market has this both bands on the top side. Now this is nothing more than RSI oscillations, and this is with the stochastic component. I'm using the wave averages to just smooth it out. Balance imbalance is on the top side. So this is our short location. Next day we are taking the bias. Now this is not a trade, because remember, one is on the top, one is on the bottom. That's why we need to put this together as a structure. If you are in level program, you can, I think these tools are free. We don't charge you for the tools, they're all free. You have to invest in yourself, in your understanding of things, right? There we go. So now they are both aligned together overbought. Now what we're gonna do, why did not sorry, hold on, let me just make sure we're not confused. Let me just do this. Let me use this one. All right, so here one, you can see one is overbought, one is oversold, not interested. Here we have alignment or going down and the top of the band, right? We want to be, as I said, top of the two bands, inside or touching. All right, let me fix that also. Now this is 30-minute chart. It'll give you enough time, right, to assign yourself few keystrokes to enable yourself and put yourself in a position to succeed. Now this is the extreme condition, as I said, right? Market came down. Now this is now the risk is a little bit higher. This is center. Further away you go, the risk gets better, right? That's the whole story. So if you're already here to take short, you're making it work, right? And then you have to make it work. All right. If you want to play the double top, right, this is not in the right location, but these two locations are ready. So you're better off taking this. When it touches the top band, just walk away. I'm just gonna mark the perfect locations. When we get back down to this level on 30-minute chart, we don't care about it, right? It's a swing or not. It's gonna be a Friday night close. We're gonna hold it. We're gonna hold these swings. All right, there it is, and where we are, somewhere here we start buying it. Market stays here at the lower band. If you missed it, we are still at the same location or lower, better pricing on Monday, and it takes off the next day. Now oscillations are ready on the bottom side, as you can see. Takes off. Same thing, market is on the top side. We'll be tempted to go, and we are going to go short. And we're waiting for it. So it didn't play out this day, it played out next day. Now these options are expiring you can buy vertical spreads. Okay, so this went up against us. It's okay. We know that now it's gonna come back ferociously. So we're holding it. Now there's no other. This is now going in the opposite direction. One is saying buying, one is saying selling. You know, there's no position to take or do anything about it. Now this, you are committed to some dollars. You need to play this through. All right. Now if the position should have set again on the next day on the top, I'm gonna short it again. All right. So this is where we are. Market came down. Next day, it gave you return on an investment. Now this is time to go long because it's touching the bottom band. And here we are positioning out, both are on the downside. This is value is much more valuable, and so is the location. So we take this position. and it plays out. Next we are gonna play this game again. This is again it plays out here, right? And then okay, same thing's happening. It went lower, lower, but now again we can add more position if you need to, right here. As I said again over and over, 22 days of trading a month, you should be winning 18 days. You get caught. Now remember, good thing about options, your profits are limited. It can go down to zero. You will not lose more than what you invested. And if your investment is too much, you can do vertical spreads. Basically means you're buying and selling. Now you can also offset your strikes as well by moving to the left or right of the price. If the price is here, options are priced at every certain values. You can go up and down the current price, so you can adjust the price. Here we won, and then again we are on the other side of the equation. This is pretty much staring at you to short it again. It came down aggressively. There's no position to be had. Remember, they both have to be on the same side. So it went down, you are getting out of the profit. Now you know you want to take long, right? You have to wait. Now if you have taken this based on just the other oscillator, which is this oscillator, balance imbalance, you'll be in here somewhere. We prefer when everything is aligned in one side, right, or the other. Okay, so this is the trade and this is another trade. Now this is not a trade because one is going up, one is going down. After the market closure activity, they reset, unfortunately, but this is how it is. The same thing, you know, it went here, it came up, came down here again, second time. Now, second trades you can do is you must have this balance imbalance out of the blue bands, right? And this is where it happens. Now, the bottom one, the RSI is not behaving with us, which is okay. So that means you be cautious about it. That's all we can do. Not everything is gonna be perfect all the time, right? And there it goes, and here it is. Now they are both aligned again on the top side. So if you're doing 10 lots, you do like maybe 5, right? Because they're not aligning. Maybe you do mix money management effectively. Now we're back on the top. We're going to take a shot again inside the two bands. You can see they are aligned as well. This is perfect ones we're looking for. Now this is the same thing. Market came down eventually, and then we're saying, okay, hey, I'm going to go with my trade. Now this is way out of the blue. The why I'm taking this maybe because of the blues. It is way below the blue lines, way deep depth. You know, this is not behaving on the bottom, but the top one has the blue on the top, blue and lines on the top and the bottom, the bands. The green is below this very aggressive, like here, same thing, right? It went off the bands too much. It's gonna go back to snap back into the system. So this is half an hour chart. Remember that. So these are $5 moves, okay, and this is they last 3-4 hours, all right, maybe more. So we bought it here. Either we get out the same day, or there it goes, right? So let's keep going. Now this day market it's like a steel rubber band. It went way out of it. It snapped way out of it. Now we are on top of the band. Now we need to at least be inside the band to go long, or we take a shot. Alright, so we'll take a shot. We just follow the rules. We don't know. Now where everything's aligned is right here. Shot. Both of them are on the top side. We take a shot. We have to wait for next day. It came down $5. and then immediately we are getting the long side of the situation where both are moving in the same direction. We're touching the lower bands, two bands, there it is. Then we blow up on the top. It's not resting, it just, okay, this is the end. Now this is QQQ, my friends. You can you know where this is going for you. Alright, so now it is out again of the bands. Okay, so this one you can see went blue, is blue above the blue and the band. Now it is the closing, but that's fine, we'll hold it overnight. Options, that's the beauty of options. Alright, there it goes. Let's keep going. So next day it comes down and gives us, if you missed it, well, they're both on the top side, you could have taken this also, but let's be already in it. We lost some delta overnight, and there it is. Okay, so now we are off the bands. Now this blue, see, this has to go below the blue. You have to be very strict with this, very, very strict if you're gonna break the rules. Now here, no blues. This is in the middle, right? I need it to be close to the blue or below the blue. If one is aligning, especially the top balance imbalance, it has to be aggressively below the blue. Like here, everything aligns. Here also it is good. But here the problem is one-sided. See, this is where this guy is gonna push it down, right? Okay, and there it is. This perfect alignment came here. Alright, so this is how you see the judgment. And if you said, okay, no, I will just take the first one the way I've done it two times before, if you just want to be precise. Now this is going to be a short, but there's no short, it has to be on the top. Now this bottom is there, this bottom is there. So if you just take the one-sided thing, which is okay, here it then came against you, boom, you add more, and there it goes. Well, this is all happening on Friday. Alright, there it is. So next day we come, Monday, this plays out nicely. If not, we got another chance. This is the chance again, my friends. Chance again, they're both on the bottom side. This one is way below the blue, it pulled back. Okay, at the open, go long. This one was a really good one, very nice one. The day is over. Now we're gonna take a shot because of this. Everything lined up. Right here, we'll look for a shot. So let's say we went short here, right here somewhere. Okay, it went against us a little bit, but next day it came down. We were short. Now we have to get out, reverse the position. Now the problem, now here's one more thing you can look for, is the band slope, again 45 degrees. That's one thing you have to look at. If they're sloping that aggressively because of this move, almost 45 degrees, right? Same thing here, almost 45 degrees. So the other opportunities, but there's no long here right now. We just have to see the market came down and this is reversing. You have to get out. Okay, and as you gain some experience, so it's not a trade alone market, right? So far we haven't lost anything. Even if I went here, it could be just break even, right? The way it positioned itself, where bands are going, I'll get out personally, right? Don't be hesitant of getting out. But based on the rules, we followed properly. Now if you went here, it went against you, you will probably be adding more here on the top. Again, before you left home, it came down. This is how I would do personally, right? If I'm watching this, it went against me, I'm still in the right location, everything is still positioned up, I will add another one. Came next day, $5 into it. Now this one maybe a wash, this one is profitable. Now I have to get out. Now because of this condition, I'll get out. Second condition is for to pull back into midpoint and it's gonna blow. We know that it's gonna blow. But is there any longs here? So let's say now based on the rules I'm giving you, at the extreme bends no long. Let's walk away. Right? With experience, you will see when you start breaking the rules, one here, one there. After a while, you know that you're done with this. You're not going to use it because right, the O will come. Okay, short is done. Struggling, no problem. We're struggling, right? We're struggling, fighting. We're strength is strong. Now we're struggling. That's fine. So far, no losses. So next day it comes. Let's see what's happening actually. Yeah, it's the same location. Nothing's going on. All right. So we're losing money on delta overnight holds. Now we're looking what to do. All right. So we're going against the trend, which is okay, but we are following the rules. Then comes again here. Now if it has blown on top like here, right, I will add more. Now there's no add at this moment in time. I'm waiting for it to really blow against me. So this is going to be against me. This is going to be now coming into losing position. I'm going to add here. See that? Okay. Okay, this went in $12. Now if you're buying something for the same day expiration, this is 8x 5x your money. Okay, think about that way. Now this is a loss. If you lose 1x, you're gonna make a back 5x. Okay, 2x 3x 4x. That's what we're doing, the extremes. Alright, no worries. So we got one loss. Out of all the trades, we'll count it. Statistics is coming. So here is long. Now here is a long. Here is a long. Right? Is there a long? It came down very aggressively against us. But now against us, it means getting ready to go long. Actually, right? Getting out of this. Now you're looking at this. They both have to be in a bullish momentum, right? This is touching, they're both on the bottom, ready to go up. Okay, I think I'm ready to put on my trade and let it go. Boom. Next, we are here on the weekend and we're going to take a shot. Rules are very clear. We'll take a shot, right? Let's see. Just on balance imbalance, it has to be above the blue. It's right here. Conditions are met. We're taking a shot. Market is just right there where it was, right? So you have to add or get out when it opens on Monday. So this one is depending on the same price. Maybe some losses on delta. Same pattern. Now the same pattern is going to play out here. See that? This market is bullish from here. Anyway, so we are following the rules on 30-minute chart. Not a daily chart, not a 4-minute chart, 30-minute chart. Okay, go ahead. Any trade long here? No. It has to be here or on the top. Here is a short. This is not aligning, but this is way off. Blown, and when it opens, we'll take a shot. On this shot, we can say we lost it, no problem. So let's take one more loser. So let's assume we are putting $500 each, right? And we're getting 3x. You can do the math. Short here, right on the top at the open, beginning, boom. You have to be ready for it when the market opens, before it opens. Now this is, remember, now this is I'm showing you a New York from perspective at the market is opening 20. This is open at 4:30 in the morning. Okay, 4 o'clock in the morning. So how are you gonna trade this? You can buy future options. Okay, depending on where you're trading. If it happens during the daytime, you can do QQQ, or you can sell Qs. They are trading all 24 hours, but you will not be able to sell other instruments. So this is where we keep talking about your tactical move. So if I want to sell something or buy something, or which is not in the normal New York time, I can look into future options. Okay, whatever I'm saying in Qs, you can do in future options. If you're trading long distance, when the things are lined up middle of the day, you can do Qs. If not, MNQ options. So you can do NQ options also. They'll be much more expensive, and so will be the profit, and right. So anyway, so this is what it is. Okay, so this one is done. Boom, and now we're back into our phase to go short again. Right here, blue or higher, and short again. We're gonna go short again. It did not play out all the way we're expecting, right? Maybe still same day. Went up again. Perfect. Add more. Alright, perfectly working out. Both are short. This is a perfect trade. Both extremely on the same time with the same side and the band. Boom. This is how you can tame MNQ, my friends. Now the bands, when they start taking degree angles, right, one way or the other, with that time and experience, you will see, right, it is almost there. I'll take it. Bands are now, when the marks are really sloping and this happens, it will not even go to the top bands. It will just stay in the middle, in this zone, red and yellow zone, right? Think about it, but we're not going to take it. We're not going to take it because we are not doing that additional overhead at this moment in time. Here both of them are blown away. We are taking longs here. Okay. Now market has gone on the top side. Here I will take a shot and the open. Now if I'm trading that early, MNQ. If not, if we are here, same thing, right? Boom. I'm marking the levels. It went against us, which is good. Options, I don't care too much because I'm looking for bigger moves. Okay, if I'm off by 5-6 points, no problem. Even 10 points, I don't care because I'm gonna look for. Now this is QQQ. We can do this 10-point move is huge in all places. This is 100 points, 1,000 points, 500 points, and alright, so you got it. I'm just trying to give you a positional first. Know how to trade comes second. When to trade, where to trade is the first priority. If this doesn't work, nothing works. No matter what instrument you trade, everything fails, right? Alright, there it is. Here's a shot again. And this one is kind of a challenging because remember, this is not a lining up. This is not a lining up. Maybe we should not take it, right? If you really have to take it, this has to really be getting close to the blue line. We got a doji on the top, a spinning top on the top. It's like a spinning top on the top. This is no different. Now at least the location is correct, right? So if not clear, don't take it. This is much clearer, take it. Don't force it. You start slipping on the rules, then we have trouble. Alright, so now this is very clear, as we saw before, 45 degrees. You better not be cautious, right? So, okay, so here it is, the long ones. It's gone below the two bands, everything is aligned, good to go. another one. So it came out very deeply inside, very fast and deep. When it moves very fast and deep against off balance, it will blow the blue lines. The reason we are doing all this, because it's time to show the power of the oscillations. We have been just doing raw trading. Now you have this power. Alright, so next thing is the rules. Gone, profitable. 45 degrees are there. I know it will be a challenge working, right? We know that. So what we should be doing actually is a pullback into the mid, and this is where the bands are now. Let me just show you the second part of the equation. I think we got the other ones very clearly. This area, red and first band, is what you will get pullback to. You will not get much more further pullbacks, and the market trend is too strong. This is where it's called power bands. This is the name which lives through its true actually understanding. Okay, so this is where it is. So that is what actually the band, when the power is too strong and market is going 45 degrees, you think about GAN 45 degree angle, pullback will be at 1 to 1. It's moving at 1 to 4, 1 to 8, pullback will be 1 to 1. Now we have to still align with the tools on the pullback, and there it is. So not everything's gonna pull back in this 45 degrees. They won't let you come back in, because this is where the power is. The power bands at its finest. So when we have this situation, right, market is going sideways, up and down, slightly bending up and down, and it goes like this, you're better off taking a one-sided bias, pull back to mid or lower. Okay, all right, now it is flattening. Now this is flattening a little bit up, and this was a trade, this is a trade. Now, okay, so let's say we say I will take all the trades. Okay, so let's see what happens, right? So if you take this trade, gave you something back. Okay, so I will put in a different marker. If you trade this one, got a small pullback. Next trade is, oh, I think I'm gonna catch the top. That's okay. Then you catch the top again, right? 3 times you did it, and doing it at these levels on the bottom. Remember that. We're taking this trade at these levels, and the blues are there. So this is there. This is actually not even trade. Right? This is not even a trade. This is a trade. Okay, so and then this one is aligned up at this. You got something back from it, right? So let's say you struggle here, is going against you, break even or small loss. Here, small profit. Then you're going against the trend, and then we're saying, pull back, go long. You should reverse it, get out of it. This one, same thing, right? So this is a little bit very challenging to go anti-reversal trades when this is going on, even with this extreme great bands we have going. So be cautious. It's common sense, and I also explained it. Now what's going to happen is it will, like, it might take a couple of days for it to start pulling back down, right? So okay, so it went up 25 bucks. Now this is where the challenge comes, right? If market is going this way, you are into it and you get a 45 degree, why do you want to get out, right? So that's where the challenges will also come into your trading. So if you're buying, depending on what you're doing, what the objectives are, right? You're buying a month out, or if you're buying month out, then you better hold it from the extremes to hold at least $10 moves. To do double X on your money, okay? All right, so this is where you start do some paper trading, understand the bands. All right, my friends and traders, let's keep going and finish it off. You're almost there. Okay, so now you got a little pullback here, little pullback there, so you can say wash, no problem, right? Okay, what next? Same thing. Now this is a good one, right? We don't know it's good or not, but this is a very moved way out of it. Okay, now let's mark it. Gave us $10 profit. Okay, so if you don't know how NQ, ES, MNQs are interlacing, so I think we're looking at quite a bit of you can check how the conversions work. $1 move in QQQ is roughly they're saying roughly 42 points in NQ. Okay, so we don't know. You always open this chart, right? Like this. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so let's do this one. This is a long location for us. This is a short location for us. So let's do this one. Okay, there we are, 22,800, and it goes here, $7. It's gonna be roughly if you got this whole point, 800. That's 500. Okay, let's try one more on the previous week, which is right here. So 23,000. Okay, let's do this one. Sorry, 45 to 55. Okay, let's try this one. 45 to 55. This whole thing. Okay, perfect. So we have this tool, we can measure roughly. So this is $10 QQQ. Let's assume we got it all. So there it is, 42.5 roughly, right? So 400. So $1 is 42 roughly move. So $10 NQ move is 400 points. So if you, what we did here, $10, $10, $5, so if it is $5, it'll be 200, right? So you can do 42 multiplier, just say, hey, $5 move here is going to be $200 points move here, right? And MNQ, what does MNQ do? What NQ do? roughly. So just do a rough estimation, but you can see. So now here's what we are talking about is when we are the same thing can we do, charts can be put it here, and we can do the same methodology here. And why we're doing this one, because it is how we start our hedges actually. That's why I'm sharing this, how we do it, what we do with this. I will not tell you beyond this, but I can tell you how we hedges are started. They starts with an option, right? They start with an option, and then we get in the position, and then we start hedging it. For example, if I'm buying an option, it gets into the profitable position, we start selling the future against it, locking the profit. There are a lot of complex things we do, but you got it. Okay, so that's, I think the main thing is we need to have a position, right? And when it is going like, you can get caught on this like this. Look at this, around 70 degrees is moving up. Be cautious, but we don't know, it can happen any moment. That's why we have a controlled risk. Okay, all right, so this is a short, this is a long, and this is a long based on the blue. So this is, now you can see the power of combination of power bands and balance imbalance bars on QQQ, and then you can also add this stochastic RSI based on the wave phenomena to give you an much better risk, right? So now you see this is like overbought, oversold, this is together, so we have to put it together. This is the trade and we got it, right? This is the same thing here. Now this is a good one, this blown off the blue. Now this bottom is not good because they're not aligned together, and we are in the middle anyways. Here we are on the top again. Okay, so when we are on the top again, everything's aligned, the both are going down, and we put our positions in. This is the position. You can do the same thing with the NDX also, SPY, ES, it doesn't matter. I just wanted to lay this out, the statistics of this as we accomplished it. Now this is again, it is moving up and I got a pullback. Now this is a short, we got a success on the short. So today on the trade, now I don't have any indicator here to tell you that, but today the trade was long and we took it. We're looking at these positions, we're looking at this, we're looking at a lot of things, but quickly we'll get trained on it. So here we are saying, okay, hey dude, where's my long, right? This is it, because of this location on the lower two bands, this one, and we got a position, this one position. Short is not there, it has to be in the top. So the bottom line of all this, you better be at the extreme locations before you put on your positions and let these align together. You have, we went back 6 weeks, it'll go back 50 years, it doesn't matter. Your job is to put the statistics on and then you trade the statistics, okay, win or lose. Thank you so much.